the second day I was here, I said, why are we in the US? Why are we not here? Opportunity is everywhere. You can't get the promotions you're supposed to have in the US because you're black and you're African. That's even worse.
So welcome back. It's another great episode, and when I'm happy like this, you know it is reaction time. So check this picture out. You see that lady and the way she's rapping that abada, we call it kaba in my local language. That tells you, I mean, it's a diaspora transition episode that I'm reacting to from Web Nation Africa. I did one in my previous episode, and that video went out bam, like it blew the channel up. Got me so many subscribers because people were so much interested in this reaction. If you're new to this channel, and especially to this reactions episodes, please subscribe to the channel so that you share to a friend to share to a friend, especially someone who is trying to come to Africa or who is trying to come to Ghana, to be specific. So come on now, we are going to go into it, but not after this break. Welcome back. My name is Bekwe Bernard Boma, and this is Ben Carson channel, the channel where we do everything. We react to people's videos, especially when it comes to diaspora transition or people who are relocating to Africa. So we react to videos from Web Nation Africa to Nocheki, Wademaya, and all that, and also videos of my own. And then we also talk about, I mean, what's going on the continent. We want the continent to get to where it has to be, so that at least black community, we can also get some level of respect anyway, right? But yeah, so that's what we do. Now a new video has dropped on Web Nation Africa channel. I've told you to subscribe to that channel for remarkable and life-changing episodes, interviews in particular, that is done by the host and several especially African Americans who have transitioned in terms of where they were living, people who have moved, especially from the diaspora to somewhere on the continent, Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya, Tanzania, anywhere where you want to locate. But for now, I think most of his videos is coming from people who are relocated to Ghana, especially Accra. Now, there's this new video from Kim and Manson, or the Mansons, that's what I call it, right? So they say it's a countryside in upstate New York. That's where they met, right? Now, currently they are in somewhere in their 50s, so getting close to retirement, their retirement. They gathered some money. The lady, Kimberly, who is a white lady, came to Ghana. So I mean, Ghana was like, hey, this is nothing like what we've seen in our news or what we've been told Africa looks like. Your place is cool, it's calm, it's quiet, it's developed. I mean, it's peaceful, the weather, everything. This is healthy living out here. Why are you struggling in the state? And then, man, so they started talking about it. Kim came back to the state. In fact, they have children, and then they plan to relocate. So they started gathering money to buy land, build a house, and now they've been able to build it. I think the house should be about, should I say the house is about, let's say 99% complete. In fact, it's almost done. Like you could even say it's a complete house. And now the good thing that I really like about them is that they are doing their own sort of backyard farming. And the reason why the lady says that is that she cannot go outside to buy because people will overcharge her. In fact, my Ghana people, please, if when we see you are a foreigner, we'll kill you with prices. Like selling to for you 3 times the price. I don't know if it's because they are thinking about colonization or the slave trade that they want to pay back. But people, that's not fair. I mean, I'm laughing, but it's not fair. We have to be hospitable. Let people see our hospitality as we've preached. Come on. It's funny, but it's not funny. I mean, you laugh about it, but when somebody comes, you have to do good to the visitor. Let somebody feel like, I mean, and that's why Kim said, like, customer service, one thing that is a challenge in Ghana. So anybody that takes customer service very seriously will be very successful in the country. Like somebody comes to you, the person is a stranger, do the person good and let the person always come to you. Ghanaians will overcharge you at the first sight, and if you don't come there again, they don't care. I think that's not even a good business plan, a good business strategy. So the whole point is that they've relocated, they are doing their own backyard farming, they are growing plantain. I saw the rodents. Hey, they are rearing the grass cutter, the rats. Hey, we enjoy, you know. And so life is peaceful for them, and so that is why they were featured on the channel, and they were told they were called to come and tell their story and to sort of encourage other people who want to relocate. And the thing that they had to say was that you don't have to. I think one thing that they said, well, maybe someone might say it's true or factually true, but I also feel like probably not. Ideally, you would say, but the reality on the ground is somehow different. Like you were like, why would you leave to go and work for somebody outside the country instead of working for yourself? Yes, that well is fine, entrepreneurship. But how much does it take to start something in Ghana anyway? It's huge. In fact, unless you want to take 50 years, fine. But if you want to start something, factoring all out the degree of success and all, you need to have some substantial amount of money. Now imagine the average person being paid maximum 1,500 cedis. The average. I'm not talking about those up there. The average Ghanaian. Let's say 1,500 cedis. Let's say your rent, your expenses, your everything is 800. You have like 700 Ghana cedis, which is less than $100 left. That's like $60 left. You haven't factored out what you're going to eat. And the dependency ratio, Ghana, when you are working, you at least take care of 2 people. At least. That's the reality I'm telling you. If a person is working in Ghana, that person is at least, whether it's a he or a she, is taking care of at least 2 people in the country. So how much do you have to save to keep something, to start something? Right? So that's the reality. And so the place where you can put money together to even come home, if you want to come home to invest, it's outside the country. And that has been the dream. Like, people want to go there. And you can see even when you walk through our real estates, like those big houses that has been bought, the beautiful ones, mostly, I don't know the percentage, but I could, from my instinct, tell you that it's about 60% bought from those that are from abroad. Bring outside money to come and buy. So the reality is different from what they are saying. And that's why a lot of Ghanaians, I want people to come back to Africa to invest. Let the country be, our countries be prosperous so that we don't have the edge to go outside. But the reality, you work for somebody in Ghana, and the person, it's not because the person is underpaying you. The person's business is not even booming in the first place. We even pay you how much you think you deserve. So our economy is slow. I feel like we, as African countries, we don't know how to create money. Because I've lived in China, trust me on this one. I've lived in Ghana, substantial, a lot, I mean like half of my age has been lived in Ghana. Another half, or let's say about 45% has been lived in China so far, and I don't know how long I'll live here. But I could tell you that the difference between African countries and those outside world is how to create money. And when I talk about creating money, it's about letting money change hands. That same money change hands to create to expand your economy. So let me give you a typical example. For instance, if you need insurance service in the States, right? Okay, let's do even in Ghana. You are likely to go to, let's say, SIC, State Insurance Company. Go to there directly, buy your insurance, just between you. But in the outside world, or a totalist capitalist country, that service of processing that insurance will be leased to someone else. So instead of you going directly to SIC, there will be a middleman, another agency, that's a company, mind you, that is also making money. That will sort of let you use the money to pass through them. So you are sort of going to pay them some amount of money. And then some will also go to SIC before you pay how much is due to SIC. So let's say you pay 95% of the original price that you were supposed to pay to SIC, and then you pay, let's say, 10%. So that would be 105% in terms of percentage. So the 5% is the money that has been created to the agency, right? So 10% to the agency, and then the 95% of that amount, right? So you sort of pay close to the original amount to SIC, but you sort of pay, you are not going to pay the other 5%, you pay like 10%. So there's a 5% that have been increased. So that 5% is what is going to employ those people that middleman also. So you sort of create employment, create money, expand your, that is just an unorthodox example that I'm giving. So I'm just giving you an example of how money is created. So you sort of bring services in between things to let money keep changing hands, right? And so Ghanaian businesses are not really growing because when we don't even know how to create money, in our countries, and so our employees also get underpaid. And so it's not very easy to gather money, put money, beg money together to start something. So yes, another thing that he said that, I mean, it's so factual is the fact that there's tremendous opportunity, business opportunity, but it takes money. The whole point is it takes money and bold step because of the political dynamics. I mean, politically sensitive. If you are starting a business in Ghana, trust me, if you want to do politics, your business might not end. Go past 4 years if you are beginning, unless you are fully established to a point that no government can actually uproot you. So that's also one thing that you have to put in your mind. Don't partisan your business, else you are finished. So I'm happy. In fact, the lady is really fitting in well into the Ghanaian culture, and I can't be impressed enough. I'm so happy the way he's enjoying, and I like that eye-opening, right? That if you have enough money, don't try to retire outside your country. Come home, retire, start a business, employ someone, create business, right? And let that one make money for you through your retirement and live a very comfortable life. You can't work your life to your retire. You can't do that, right? You cannot work. Maybe when you are like, you hit 50, try to retire on your own at 50. Start something that will make you naturally retire. You don't have to go and stress and work for somebody. And I think that's one thing that I take from this couple. And if for nothing at all, there are lands. In fact, for now, they are selling in the several thousands, tens of thousands of dollars. But trust me, gather some money, especially those outside. Come buy the land. Stop this real estate thing. Not every Ghanaian can afford that. Please. Set up factories. Even farms. Employ people to work on farms. Cash crops. Coffee, cashew, cocoa, palm nut, coconut. Start farms. Employ people. That's all we need. Create jobs for the African. Create jobs, right? I'm not going to make this video unnecessarily long. Usually I want to get it under 10 minutes. So, Mr. and Mrs. Mensah, in fact, they have a channel. So if you go to Web Nation Africa, subscribe, check their channel. The lady, Kim actually has a channel where she shares, I think she shares her daily life activity to let other Africans, especially the white ladies that are afraid to come. If your husband is a Ghanaian Nigerian, come on, it doesn't hurt. You're not going to be killed. You won't be kidnapped for taking a trip with your husband, right? Or your boyfriend. Visit the home country, see the peace that we have here. We are not developed as you guys are. In fact, massive infrastructure here in the state. Trust me, it's marvelous. The infrastructure, the US, man, it's been developed. I don't know the people that actually set up this country. Brilliant people. I don't know if those people are actually human beings. Great infrastructure and architecture. So you guys already talked there. We are trying, but you take the diaspora. Let's take the Singapore, the China story, right? The diaspora has played a key role in the transformation agenda of these two countries. So please, people in the diaspora, go to the diaspora transition channel or Web Nation Africa. Come here for the reaction. I'm giving you the rundown because I've been in China and I'm living in the United States. I've lived in Ghana, so I've lived in the tripartite or whatever we want to call it. I've been living on the continent of Africa for a while. I've been to what do you call it? A communist country, so I know how it feels, and now I'm in a capitalist country. So I sort of have all the dynamics, and I've lived where there's both, right? Both capitalism and whatever. That's Ghana. We are not practicing capitalism. Trust me, it's not full capitalism. It's some partial, some sort of social and capitalism together there. So I sort of have the experience, So when I react, I'm reacting. Once again, my name is Bernard Bomber. Call me Ben Carson. Subscribe to the channel, share, and join me here same time next week for another episode. See you when I see you.